Hello, this is Mrs. Bennett, and I'm going to show you how to use the basic graphing functions on a TI-83 or TI-84 graphing calculator. First, start by pressing the On button in the bottom left corner of your calculator. Now, if you have anything on the screen, like I do, I have this expression that equals 106, press Clear. You should always clear your calculator whenever you get into a new screen. Now, the graphing tools are all at the top of your calculator, right underneath your screen. The most important one is the Y equals button. This is where you will type in your functions that you want to graph. So click the Y equals button, and it will give you a list of options. Depending on the version of calculator that you have, you may or may not see the colors over here. I have a color edition on mine. So I'm going to type in a linear function, 2x plus 1. So I'll start by pressing the 2. The X key is at the top left next to the alpha key. That's the graphing X. And then the plus, and then the 1. So now that I have the function typed in, you can see that the equal sign right here is highlighted. That means the function is turned on. Now I'm going to hit the graph key, and that's again up with the graphing keys at the bottom of the screen, and that's the one on the right. So if I hit graph, I should get a coordinate plane with a line through it because I graphed a linear function. Now, if you don't see a coordinate plane, what you can do is adjust your window. So next to the Y equals key is a window key. The first two values are for the x-axis, or the first three values are for the x-axis. The minimum, -10, maximum 10, and then this one is how many you count by. So this scale is counting by ones. So I'm going to change this to -5. Hit enter to go to the next one. 5. Hit enter to go to the next one. And I'm still going to count by 1, so I'm going to hit enter to go to the fourth one. These three are for the y-axis. So again, you have a minimum, a maximum, and then your scale value. And I'm also going to change those to -5, enter, +5, enter, and then I'm still going to count by ones. In algebra, you won't need to change anything else in the window. Okay, now if you hit the graph key again at the top right, you will see that my coordinate plane has changed. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to go back to the -10, +10 screen. And to do that, I can do that very quickly by hitting the zoom key. It's the middle of the graphing keys. So if I hit zoom, and then I want the standard window. So number 6. So I can type number 6, and it zooms back to -10, +10. Now, the other great thing about graphing on a graphing calculator is that you can see the values that you're graphing. So to do that, you can hit this trace button. So when I hit the trace button, which is next to graph, I get this little cursor here, and it shows me the coordinate point 0, 1 at the bottom of the screen. It shows you the x value and the y value. Now I can type in any value. So let's say I want to know when the coordinate right here, where my cursor is, that's at an x value of 2. So I can type in an x value of 2, hit enter, and it will tell me that that is at 5. Another way to do this to see more points or to see more coordinate values at the same time is to use the table function. And that's the last one I'm going to show you. So above graph, the graph key, you can see in blue there's the word table. So I have to use the second key. That's the top left corner here. and then hit graph, and it will bring up a table of values. And then I can scroll up and down using the arrows, and these are all different coordinate points. These are the integer value coordinate points. Also, when you want to get out of the graphing screen, you can't hit clear. Clear doesn't work. You have to use this quit button. It's above mode in blue. So you have to hit second mode. And that gets you back to the main screen where you can type in things like 2 times 5. And that is it for our video. I hope you learned a little bit about graphing.